Jim, you're someone who has made such moves in and of yourself. In 2014, yourself coming out to your own working employee base, a man who is one of the only openly gay chief executives in America. I want to ask you about the consuming nature of the fight for equality that we see in America right now, whether it be in terms of race, but also in terms of sexuality, religion, age, gender, you name it. How are you looking to talk to your employee base about this at the moment and drive for change?
Well, our focus on when I got named as CEO and when we were spinning out the company, we had to come up with a purpose statement or an ambition statement for the company. Material science company focuses on chemistry and physics and engineering. That's how we solve problems. But when I looked at it, I said, I think there are 4 pillars that are going to be important for us to be the best in this space. We have to be the most innovative. We have to be the one that's closest to our customers and listening to our customers about what they want from a standpoint of new product and sustainability. We have to be inclusive and we have to be sustainable. And some people ask, well, why'd you put inclusive in there? I think it speaks to collaboration, and I think it speaks to how you work, and it also speaks to you're a reflection of the society around you. In terms of numbers of employees, we're small. In terms of the industries we're touched, we're big. So we are an example for our little local communities that we serve, and we're an example for the bigger world. And we need to take that seriously, and we need to be a good role model in how to do that. And if we're not dealing with racial equality and equity and social justice inside our own company, if we're not dealing with LGBT issues inside our own company or gender diversity, then we're really not doing the right thing for our employee population. At the end of the day, when you want to be innovative, you want people focused on the job at hand. And when they come into work, you want them being able to bring themselves, not worry about anything that's going on outside, and focus on their work. If they're coming from a background where they feel like every day, the minute they leave your workplace, they're under scrutiny. The minute they get in their car, the first thing they think about is, I'm going to get pulled over by a policeman somewhere for no apparent reason. All these things pile up on them, and physically and mentally it takes a toll. And I elected to stay in the closet for a long time in my career, but I can tell you after coming out that physically and mentally it takes a toll if you do that every day. And what we're trying to do is eliminate that for people and lift people up. If you've got an economy or a world and 80% of the people are doing well and 20% of them are oppressed, and you said to yourself, what would that economy look like if everybody was doing well and you didn't have that oppression? I don't think you have to do much math to get to the point that that would be a better economy. And so for what we can do, we need to be a role model to treat people the right way at work. And if we can also bring that into the communities that we serve, then I think we can have a powerful multiplier effect to do that. And that's as simple as it gets. We're not trying to take political sides on this thing. We're just trying to treat people the right way.
Can you give us an example, just to finish, of what you've done to listen or to change or to push for inclusivity when other businesses look to you to help give guidance?
Well, last week we put together a set of commitments called Dow Act. ACT is an acronym for advocacy, community, and talent. And we put some financial commitment behind it. I would say it's not just a money thing, and the amount of money isn't going to solve the issue alone. But internally on advocacy, we've made sure that we've got a social justice council internally to deal with issues of inequality inside of Dow. And then externally, we're focused on policy. So what can we do? We have community advisory panels in each of the communities that we work with. We can work in those panels to focus on policies about engaging and leading alliances and changes to get equality for African Americans in the United States. We've looked at advocacy with organizations like the NAACP Legal Defense Fund and the Equal Justice Initiative to help move that. On community, we've been doing a lot of work on supplier diversity. We need to make sure that we don't have any barriers in place that would keep a minority-owned business from doing business with us. On talent, and it all comes down to people at the end of the day, really focusing on the diversity of our pipeline, but also in our industry, we've had a lot of focus on historically Black colleges and universities, so upping our commitment to them, and through our community college skilled trades programs, which creates opportunities for employment and advancement for African Americans, but for all races as well.